In my relationships that I see that is not being fruitful, we need to cut that off. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jess from Jess InSight, and today is a good one. I really wanted to get on a video and talk to you guys here about some of the things that I feel like a lot of people are missing and don't understand about getting to the life that they want to have, and making sure that there's actions and places in place to get to that point. So for example, I wanted to start off this video by answering a question. The first question that I always get is, how do I manifest my dream life? How do I go and get what I want? How do I make sure that the life I talk about is the life that happens? What I really want to answer for you guys is that you can't. That is the T. I don't think that actually just dreaming about something, hoping to manifest something, to just hope that it happens. I definitely think that you have to have prayer and couple it with actions and goals that are in place to lead you to that life you're wanting. You can't just be like, oh, I hope I win $1 million and expect it to just happen to you. People that win $1 million are those who actually play the lottery, or those who actually like do stuff with their job to get in place to have a net worth of $1 million. What actions are you taking now in your life to lead you to where you want to be? You can't just expect something to happen overnight, and you're not putting concrete steps in place to get to the life that you're wanting. For example, financial security. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck, and with COVID that became more apparent, and something that people really needed to understand, that let's have something in place so that if a situation happens or arises, you're not indispensable or have such a burden on you and your family because you didn't make any concrete plans to get you out of that. So now a lot of people understand about having a nest egg, having a plan to move them forward, having something in place to get to where they want to be. Steps that you can take is joining getting a financial advisor, getting even started on the baby steps. If you don't know what the baby steps are, you are living under a rock if you don't know who Dave Ramsey is. He's the founder of the Total Money Makeover, which he outlines the 7 baby steps that you can to start securing a financial future for you and your loved ones. To do that, you know, just look up the 7 baby steps, join him on his YouTube channel and radio broadcast, and learn about some of the things you can do to start putting yourself in a better financial position. These little things will start to manifest or put you in place in line towards having a net worth, having a financial nest egg, having some kind of resources to betterment not only you but also your future families. And that's super important to me, because biblically there's a verse in the Bible that says that you shall allow for your children's children. So I want to be sure that, you know, everything I'm doing now is not only securing me, not securing my children, but my children's children. So what are you putting in place to be able to do that? So I really just want to make sure that I talk a little bit more about manifesting, that it's not something that just happens overnight. It is not something that you do on your own. For me, I don't believe in just like praying to the spirits and hope that something happens. I believe in one true God. I believe that he's the one that will aid me, knows what I need, knows what my family needs, and will put me in a proper place to get that. And if he doesn't want me to get that, he will give it to me in due time. Know that things can't happen on your schedule. Life happens on its own schedule. Life will happen to you and at you. It's how you react to it. It's how you prepare yourself against those things. And in order to prepare yourself against those things is to have that nest egg, because no matter what, life will happen to you. There will be a car that will break down, there will be, you know, a light that goes out, there will be some kind of tribulation, and it's about being prepared for that and be in the best place possible. I don't want life to happen at me, curveballs to be reactive, for me. I want it to be something that, oh, that sucks, but here's what I'm going to do, instead of, oh my gosh, the world is coming to an end, I don't know what to do, I don't have anything, and I need help. You know, we really need to start having sort of this mindset switch on what we can do and how we can change that moving forward. You don't know, which you probably don't, I have a vision board and I create a word for the year. Every year I choose a word and I go gazelle intense on that word and making sure that I am going hard and it's being acclimated in my goals, my mindsets, and what I'm achieving that year. At the start of January 2022, the word that I came up for this season in my life is called level up. Level up to me means about reaching another step. It's about making sure that I'm furthering myself intellectually, emotionally, making sure that I am leveling up my friendships, my professional relationships, just any circumstance that I am leveling up, not only in my day-to-day life, but in those who I interact with. And for me, that's a big word for me this year, because I do not want to be complacent. I'm someone that hates being complacent. I'm someone that is always trying to get to the next step, the next rung, the next possibility. And to me, some people would be like, well, that's overly ambitious. Like, that sounds like you're just trying to be ambitious, and to God, sometimes too much ambition is a sin, and which you do have to tutor that line. But for me, like, you have to at least start somewhere and have some kind of goal set for your life and where you want to go. And for me, I want to be the best I can be professionally, emotionally, best person I can be, the best Christian I can be, the best friend I can be. Just every department, just tick, tick, tick. And not because it pleases me, but it pleases God, but also it pleases those around me, and that I'm bringing something fruitful to our relationship, and vice versa. I want to make sure I'm leveling up my friendships. I'm making sure that those around me are those who are sacred, those who have an opinion, those who I believe are going to help me down the line. And the only way that can happen is to make sure that everything is fruitful and not dragging me down, because I don't want to be dragged down, and I don't want to drag anyone else down. If there is something in my relationships that I see that is not being fruitful, we need to cut that off. And so for me, leveling up is such a phrase for me this year, and we're about halfway in. It is June. It's about 6 months in, and it's kind of just reckoning that, using that as a measuring point. Okay, all these goals that I set in the start of the year, have I actually been working towards them? And if I have, what is the progress within those goals did I actually achieve? Am I making headway, or did I not start? Where do I need to go back and reevaluate where I need to be? And so for me, I really have taken more of an analytical approach towards my life a little bit, and making sure that, hey, I'm not hoping for things, I'm not doing these. I have set points, measurements specifically laid out for every area of my life and how I'm going to get there. And for me, that's the only way that I can make sure that I am accountable for those, because you can really kind of let those go and not be accountable. For example, one goal that I have set this year that I have not even touched because I've been so busy with the other goals is the gym. And that's such an easy goal, and I thought I'd be able to, you know, be on top of that, but then I had this and this and this. You allow these excuses. And for me, the other week, I was just like, oh my gosh, it's June, and I'm going through my vision board, I'm going through my goals, and I saw that I have not even touched this one goal or made some kind of headway. That has upped its priority in the second half of this season for 2022 to make sure I am leveling up. I am actually attacking that and putting that at the forefront. And some of the other goals that have made headway doesn't mean they go away. It just means that they have taken a little bit less precedence because I have been more active in making sure that those goals are coming to fruition, that I can allow more flexibility and ability in my schedule to attack the goal that I have kind of let go a little bit. And so for me, those are the priorities. It's about putting a head on your shoulders at that point and just saying, you know what, I cannot blame everyone else for not getting me to the position I want to be in, because in all actuality, it is you. It is you, and you cannot blame, you know, oh, my job is not hiring me. Well, then go. It's not, my job's not promoting me. My job's not getting me to where I want to be. My job, my manager doesn't listen, all this. Well, then change your situation. You're allowing that to happen. My friends barely hang out with me. They only hang out with me when I have a celebration, or they want to come like do drinks off me or anything like that. Well, then you're allowing that to be the type of friendships you have. Change it. My car is always like on E. I'm always like putting gas in late. Like these little things, you're the one that's in control. You gotta really understand that you are in the driver's seat. You control where you go, you control who you see, you control what you do with your time. And if you know that your time is valuable and time is money, then you want to make sure that every single time you schedule something with someone, you talk with someone, you're giving advice, they're giving advice to you, that it's concrete, it's valuable, and it's bringing something to your life. And if it's not bringing you something to your life, they need to go. They need to go, because your life, your relationship with God, your relationship with your parents, your relationship with your friends, your relationship with your loved ones, that is what is going to be super, super important. And that's what is gonna make your life what it is. And if you're spending your life complaining, you're spending your life blaming these other situations, these other factors, you really have to understand that it is your life. You do have control, and the only way that you can make some kind of effort and change for it is if you change. If you absorb a little bit more about grace, you absorb a little bit more about accountability, you absorb a little bit more about the only one spending your money is you. You have to understand that and be able to take that, control it, and output it in a different direction that gives you a different result. I just wanted to come on and tell you guys that, because I feel like, you know, this is the year that we need to change. We need to bring about that it girl energy, that it boy energy, to go and control and go after the life that you want, because only you can provide that. And if you choose to be complacent, then you'll get complacent and average results, and you'll always have the same feeling. You'll always be in the same spot. You know, if you're not growing, if you're feeling comfortable, you're not growing. The only way to grow is to be slightly uncomfortable, to go past your limits, to push yourself, to learn something new, to engage yourself and engage your family, and to see a different limelight than what you've had before. And so for me, that's super, super important to stress again. I know I kind of mentioned in my last sit down talk before this, but I really wanted to go more in depth about what you really need to do to change your life. And if you're not going to do it, don't blame other people who are and are going past you. And don't blame them, blame yourself, because you're in control of your life. And that's how I feel. Thanks for listening. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll keep seeing you guys in the future videos I'll keep making. If you have any questions, let me know. Holla at your girl. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.